Hello, Sales Queen Society, and welcome to day one of the Build a Thriving Business Masterclass, Challenge, whatever. Today we are talking about what makes an online business successful, sign clients all the time, and absolutely freaking thrive. This is going to be such a great conversation, and I'm so excited to get started. So as you are popping on, let me know that you are here. And if you end up catching the replay, hashtag Sales Queen in the comments below. Hi, Ella. So I am so excited to be sharing with you how to build a thriving coaching business online, showing you what you need to not just start signing clients, but start signing them all the time. So that you can be fully booked out, you can be making a full-time income, you can be supporting your family, you can be quitting your 9-to-5, and so much more. So let me know that you're here, all of you watching. This is exactly what I have done to not just build one successful business, but 4 successful businesses that all signed clients day one, went full-time in a matter of months, and grew and scaled quickly in 3 different niches. So I'm here to tell you that your niche doesn't matter. Your niche is not what makes you money. Hi, Renee. Your niche isn't what makes you successful. And in these 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, I don't even know what day it is, I am going to be laying out what makes you successful in business, how to build a thriving business, the pieces that you need, the strategy that you need, all of the things. One that signs clients all the time, one that leads to you reaching your goals. And you're going to see why some people make it and why some people don't. So if you're here, you probably want a thriving business. You want to make great money doing what you love. You want to provide a huge impact. You want to have a huge impact. You want to be fully booked out. You want to replace your 9-to-5, whatever it is, right? You're here because you know you're ready for a thriving business. You're ready to make it happen. So I'm going to give you everything you need to do exactly that. So if you are here live with me, tell me that you are here, say hello. If you are catching the replay, hashtag Sales Queen in the comments below. So I'm so excited. I would love, after you say hello, because I want to know that you're here, I would love for you to tell me in the comments below, what is your definition of a thriving business? There's no right or wrong answer. There's no judgment here. Like, I want to know, when you think about a thriving business, what does that mean for you? What is the number, like, what comes to mind, right? Is it replacing your 9-to-5, replacing your husband's 9-to-5, traveling the world, signing your first client could be a thriving business, signing your first 5 clients, like whatever it is, know that this is a safe space, and know that there is no dream that is too big or too small. So I want you, wherever you are in your business, this helps me really figure out where you guys are, and so I can help you even deeper through these next 3 days. So what is your definition of a thriving business? Right? When I started, it was like, okay, let's 1, get people to hire me, and 2, let's get these people results. Right? In the beginning, you don't know that you can actually help people. And then it became, okay, like, I can help more people. How do I help more people? How do I support more people? So I'd love to know, what is your definition of a thriving business? What does that mean to you? So supporting your family, quitting your 9-to-5, signing your first client, love, so good. And perfect. So drop it in the comments. Tell me all the things. Yes, I love. Okay. So this is what I want to help you create inside this training. And maybe you're new to my world. Maybe you have experienced my work before. But regardless, I'm so passionate about what I do. I'm so passionate about letting every single online coach, service provider, or build the thriving business of their dreams, build the income, the impact, and the life that they truly deserve to have. So, I don't gatekeep. I don't hold back. I give you exactly what you need. So then the choice becomes yours. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to not do it? And whether you or not you do it determines your results, right? So the question becomes, how badly do you want this to happen? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high, how badly do you want this result in your business? How badly do you want this thriving business? How badly do you want to make an impact and an income? Your dedication to your business and your dreams determines your success. So now with the right tools and that determination, you can have anything you freaking want. And that's what I'm going to help you with. So let's freaking go. I am so fired up as always, but today's training is so good. So let's talk about what makes a business thrive. What makes a business sign clients all the time? What makes a business successful? And the answer is strategy. We're going to talk about what this is and what this isn't, but the answer is strategy. It's knowing exactly what in your business leads to clients and sales. It's knowing exactly how to sign clients in your business. It's knowing what you need to do to bring in clients and sales. This is the answer to a business that thrives. This is the answer to a business that signs clients all the time. This is the answer to a business that is successful. Because the truth, your business and your income relies on your ability to make sales and sign clients. And for some of us, we didn't expect that when we got into this world. It's like, I just want to help people. I want to support people. But the only way to do that is to have them sign up and say yes to you. The only way to do that is to have them actually purchase from you. So your business and your income rely on your ability to make sales and to sign clients in your business. It's kind of crazy. So if you want a thriving business, you want to sign more clients, you want to make more money, the only way that's going to happen is to make more sales. Whether that be higher priced sales or more of them or right? It doesn't matter how you go about doing that in your business to grow and scale. It still requires to master sales and signing clients. So if you don't have a system that brings in clients and sales over and over again, then your business isn't going to get you to where you want to go. Because you're always going to be wondering how to sign clients, how to make money, how to get seen, how to have people say yes, how to have people buy, how it's going to happen. And this is exactly what I experienced in my health coaching business. I didn't have a strategy. And yes, I signed clients my first month and I made good money. But it was not rainbows and butterflies. Not having a strategy left me in total chaotic, total frantic energy, constantly wondering where my next sale was going to come from, constantly stressed about my business, wondering if I was going to have to close it, wondering if I was going to have to get a new job, questioning what I was doing, changing, pivoting, shifting, redoing things all the time, feeling like I was spinning my wheels, wondering what I was doing wrong, constantly investing, looking at coaches, trying to find the secret that I was missing. And maybe this feels like you too. Not having a strategy in my business left me on the roller coaster of sales for months. Like, it's bad. Wondering when I was going to make money. Knowing I wanted a business and working so freaking hard for it, showing up every single day, posting, doing the things, but not making the sales, not signing the clients, not having people reach out, not have people buying. And after a while, I started to wonder if I was even cut out for this. Started to wonder, like, is this possible for me? Is this going to happen? Like, Gabby, do you actually have what it takes? Wonder if my business was going to work. All because of my lack of strategy. So your girl, showing up every single day, posting online, posting in stories, going live, selling offers, getting in front of new people. I was doing everything I thought I needed to be doing. Creating funnels, creating freebies, creating graphics, like all the stuff. But it never led to sales and clients consistently month after month, no matter how consistently I showed up, no matter how consistently I worked in my business. Why? Because I was not strategic and intentional with what I was doing. I didn't know exactly what to do. I didn't know exactly what had people buying. I didn't know exactly how to sign clients in my business. So I was hoping that by showing up and doing what everyone else was doing, I would say the right thing to finally get someone to buy. Or I would finally post the right thing and have someone reach out to buy. And when it didn't work, I went back to the drawing board. Redoing my offer, potentially creating a new one. Redoing my content, redoing my ideal client, redoing my sales page, redoing everything I had already planned because it hadn't worked. Thinking that the next tweak would land me clients. If I could just say the right thing, if I could just get the right person into my audience, if I could just have this, it would all work out and it would all land into place. And I would sign a client every so often, but it was like all the stars had to align. So then I would see, okay, this client signed up, so now I need to do everything the way I just did that because this is the exact reason they signed up to work with me. Constantly redoing, constantly trying to figure out, trying, trial and error craziness. And I stayed in this cycle for a long time. And all it got me was months of stress in my business, months of stress in my life, months of wondering if I was going to make rent. And that was not the vibe of the business I wanted, right? Like I wanted to have my own schedule, but dang, I wanted to pay my bills. I wanted to go out to eat. I wanted to do things that I actually love to do. Right? I didn't want to wonder where clients were going to come from. I didn't want signing clients to be up to fate, for all the stars to have to align for it to work out. I wanted a business where I knew exactly what to do to bring in clients and sales, where I knew exactly how to show up online, where I knew exactly what I needed to do, and when I posted, I'd sign clients. When I talk about my offer, I'd have people reaching out. When I sold my one-on-one, I would get fully booked, where I would make money consistently month after month after month, where I would never have to worry about where clients and sales were going to come from, where I could make great money doing what I loved, having the life that I want. And that is exactly what I have created since implementing a strategy, since being intentional, since being strategic inside my business. When I finally learned what led to clients and sales inside my business, and I mastered the art of signing clients, so every day I woke up knowing what to do, knowing how to post, knowing how to attract clients. I grew my health coaching business. I started signing clients from across the country. I started getting total strangers signing up to work with me, and I started making great money month after month. I never had to go back to a 9-to-5 again. And it all happened with a Facebook profile, a Facebook group, and some PayPal links. I did not have fancy branding, fancy websites, fancy funnels, even landing pages. I had me, I had my content, I had my offers, and I had my PayPal links. So people would reach out to buy, we'd chat, they'd say, I'm in. I'm like, perfect. What's the payment option you want? Here's the link. And it's pretty similar to how I still do business to this day. I mastered exactly how to get seen by dream clients, how to attract them in, and how to convert total strangers into paying clients. I mastered what I needed to do in my business that built connection and trust and had these people not just seeing me, but saying, wow, I need to hire her. Wow, she has exactly what I need. Wow, I need to work with her. So that I could sign clients all the time, make a full-time income, live the life I wanted, and make massive impact. And so it gets even better. In 2022, I decided I was ready for a change and that health coaching was no longer the place I was super passionate. And I was ready to do something different. So I pivoted into finance. And because I started my business, knowing my strategy, knowing what I needed to do that actually led to clients and sales, knowing how I needed to structure my business, knowing what I wanted to do and how I wanted to be doing it, I started my business on the right note. with a strategy, knowing what leads to clients and sales, knowing what my focus needs to be on, knowing where my intention needs to be, and being intentional and strategic. And because of it, it's so crazy for me to still say, I had a $15,000 a month my first month in business. And because of it, I ended up growing my business to 6 figures that first year while getting married and taking 6 vacations. How? Because instead of months of trial and error and hoping I was doing the right things and changing things and pivoting things and constantly course correcting and redoing and following and implementing, I knew exactly what led to clients and sales in my business. I knew exactly what I needed to do for clients and sales. I knew exactly what I needed to focus on to get seen, to attract and convert total strangers into paying clients. And so because of it, I had a $15,000 a month my first month and a 6-figure year my first year. And so after my clients had seen my multiple successful businesses, they started asking how I was doing it. How was I able to make an insane pivot and see even more success from the get-go? So I started teaching them how simple strategy was, how simple sales was, what actually led to clients and sales. And I fell in love with it. And I found my calling and exactly where I needed to be. And so I decided when I got pregnant with my daughter that I was going to go all in on business coaching and help other online coaches and service providers who were just like me, struggling to sign clients, doing everything they're supposed to be doing, but feeling like it isn't working. So when I finally opened this up to the public and took on my first 30 days to clients, I sold my first 5 spots in a few days, and I sold 7 spots in 8 days from complete strangers across the world. I had clients signing up from UK, Australia, Canada. Like, it was so freaking cool. And the coolest part, some of these clients are still my clients today, which I think speaks volume about the work that I do with my clients. This was July of last year, I took on my first group of 30 days to clients. And now I still have people working with me today. But how did this happen? How was I able to change niches again and sign clients from across the world? Because I knew what I needed to do for clients and sales. I knew what I needed to be focusing on every day to attract and convert dream clients. It's because I had a strategy and I was intentional and strategic in my business. Here's the truth about business and something I learned the hard way and has now become my mission in my life. No amount of spaghetti at the wall, no amount of being consistent in your business, no amount of showing up every single day and posting online is going to get you consistent sales and consistent income that you deserve when there is not a strategy and there is not intentionality behind what you're doing. When you don't know exactly what to do to get seen and to bring total strangers into your world and turn those total strangers into paying clients, it's not going to happen the way that you want. I learned this the hard way because it took me so much trial and error and figuring out over months what actually brought in clients and sales. And so now it's my mission to make sure that every coach online or in person, whatever it is, has the success from the beginning of their business. Because the success I had when I started my finance business and I finally had that strategy speaks volumes. And it shows how important that is. Because when you don't have strategy, you're constantly in your head second guessing and worrying everything. You're constantly wondering what you're missing and searching the internet for it. You're up at night wondering when the next client is going to come in. And so it's not just taking a toll on your business, it's taking a massive toll on your life, on your relationships, on everything going on around you because you're always on edge of like, when is it going to come in next? Not having that solid system that brings in clients over and over again is costing you so much more than just income and sales. It's costing you a life of freedom. I would have saved myself months of heartache and months of frustration and months of time and months of energy and months of stress had I known what led to clients and sales inside my business when I started health coaching. Strategy is what makes a business successful. Strategy is what makes a business sign clients all the time. Strategy is what makes your business thrive. So if you are not where you want to be when it comes to your business and your income and your sales and the clients reaching out, if you're not signing the clients you want to sign, if you're not making the money you want to make, if you do not have people reaching out to buy the way that you want, if you don't have people buying the way that you want, then I can guarantee your strategy is the issue. Because if you don't know exactly what you need to do to attract and convert total strangers, what you need to do to bring them in, what you need to do to put in your content, how you need to position and sell your offers, and you're showing up every day and you're hoping that you say the right thing, and you're showing up and you're crossing your fingers that someone reaches out to buy, and you're constantly redoing, watching what other people are doing, trying to implement new strategies, reinvent the wheel, then you don't have a strategy. Because a strategy that leads to clients over and over and over again is not something that needs to be changed every single day, is not something that needs to be changed every single week, is not something that needs to be constantly redone. Because when it's working, it's working. Because when you have a strategy, it leads to sales. And it works over and over and over again instead of a fluke, instead of all the stars needing to align. So the reason you're not where you want to be isn't because you aren't putting in the work. We both know that. It isn't because you have the wrong niche. You can see that my most successful niche was actually my finance niche. Contrary to what everybody probably believes. It isn't because you have the wrong offer. It isn't because you have the wrong price point. It's simply because you don't have a strategy. And instead of waking up every single day knowing exactly what to do to attract and convert dream clients, you're showing up and posting on social media, crossing your fingers, talking about your offer, praying that people reach out to buy, and you're hoping that all your efforts lead to sales instead of knowing that they will. And this is the difference between a business that stays on the roller coaster of sales for months and months and a business that signs clients month after month after month after month. I am living, breathing proof of this over and over and over again. And my clients are living, breathing proof of this too, because they come to me feeling the exact same way. Like they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing. They're spinning their wheels. They don't know why it isn't working for them. They don't know what they're missing. They know they're meant for a thriving business and they decide they're ready to make it happen. So we implement a strategy that gets them seen, a strategy that attracts dream clients, a strategy that converts total strangers. And because of it, they get fully booked out. They quit their 9-to-5 and go full time. They go from $200 months to $8,000 months. They start making $10K months their first year. They make thousands more per week. They sign 10K clients. They make huge impact. They do work they love. They take more time off than ever before and still make incredible money. And strategy in my world is not branding. It's not fancy funnels. It's not graphics. It's not all this fluff. It's the art of what you're doing every day to bring in sales. Strategy is knowing how to sign clients, how to make money in your business. Strategy is knowing what brings in clients and sales every day. So if you know you are meant for a thriving business, you know you're meant to sign clients all the time, get booked out, make a full-time income, support your family, doing what you love, but that isn't happening for you no matter how much you show up or how much you do or how consistent you are, then it's time for a strategy. It's time to stop throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that something sticks. It's time to know exactly what you need to do in your business to bring in sales and clients so that you can have that thriving business you've always dreamt of. And this is exactly what we're going to continue talking about for the next 2 days. And this is exactly what I help my clients do. So if you know you're ready to implement your strategy so that you can start signing clients consistently, making money consistently in your business, then I would love to invite you into my signature program, 30 Days to Clients. Inside this program, we are going to implement your unique strategy that gets you seen, that attracts and converts total strangers into paying clients month after month by doing things your way. So you wake up every day knowing exactly what to do in your business so that you can sign clients. But more importantly, so you can sign them month after month after month. So you no longer wonder and worry where they're going to come from. If this is what you're ready for, then 30 Days to Clients is where you need to be. Comment or DM me 30 and I will tell you exactly, we will chat and I'll learn about your business and I will tell you exactly what you need to implement in your business to go from wondering where your next client is going to come from to signing them all the time, getting fully booked out and on a wait list. Besides that, in order to have a thriving business that signs clients, in order to have a thriving business that makes sales all the time, you need a strategy. So if you are not where you want to be, it's time to ask yourself the question of, do you know what leads to clients and sales inside your business? Do you know exactly what you need to do in your business to bring in sales month after month after month? Or are you spending your time constantly searching for what's going to work by changing your sales page, changing your offer, changing your niche, changing your ideal client, hoping that you make the right change and it all lands into place? You are not where you want to be because of strategy, and I know you know it too. And so if you're ready to change where you are and build the business of your dreams, then it's time for your strategy. In tomorrow's training, we are going to be talking about the missing piece when it comes to strategy that 99% of entrepreneurs are missing, and this is so freaking good. And that not every strategy works, and that it's going to be so important. And I'm going to be sharing with you what actually makes every single strategy work and why it isn't your niche, but why I was able to make every strategy work, no matter my niche, no matter my business. Okay. Besides that, if you have any questions about strategy, building your thriving business, anything that I covered in today's training, please drop them in the comments below. I would love to answer them. I hope this was beyond valuable for you and gave you the aha and the clarity that you truly need to build your successful business. We're going to continue building on this tomorrow and Wednesday. And I hope that you know exactly what you need to build the business of your dreams. If you are interested in chatting about exactly how I will support you and what strategies we would implement in your unique business so that you can start signing clients, then comment or DM me 30 and let's talk about that. We start the group of 30 Days to Clients starts next week, so you only have 7 days to get into the last cohort, whatever you want to call it, of 2025. I can't believe it's that time of year, but here we are. So I love you so much. Want you to win more than anything, and I cannot wait to continue supporting you. So have a fabulous day. Let me know if you need anything, and we'll chat soon. Bye, guys.